What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Wednesday night show. And we got a good one for you tonight. We're doing the same categories, but there are a couple small changes and some pretty good reactions. So, as you know by now, we got Jay the Professor, my co-host here. He is going to give us his perspective on some of the things we are going to review. And today we're going to, of course, do dating fails first, digging for gold, horrific wise women, and then we're going to do some trolling. But today, our dating fails category is pretty heavy. So, yeah, we got quite a bit to cover. So, we're not going to hold you guys up. So, we're going to get started. But before we start, as you see, I got the Patreon down here at the bottom. Coming in February at some point, Jay the Professor and I, and special guests each week, we will start reviewing dating profiles. That is something you're not going to want to miss, but I'm not going to do it on YouTube live. We're going to do it for the Patreon because some of the things we say probably shouldn't be on YouTube. So you definitely want to join. So right now, we got the price pretty at the lowest it's ever going to get. So as you see, it's patreon.com, DLens Reacts. Again, that is Patreon, DLens Reacts right here at the bottom. So go ahead and sign up because you will not want to miss that. All right. So without further ado, let's see what kind of nonsense is going on today.
Get it, baby.
All right. See if I can make this larger. Give me 1 second. I want to actually do it here. There we go. That's better. All right. First off, almost half of young men have never approached a woman romantically. The study has shown. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you guys. I can link it down in the description. But young people are more lonely, unhappy, and have less partners than their parents. And it is because young men simply aren't trying, according to new research. There was a study published that almost 50% of young men between 18 and 25 said they have never approached a woman for dates in person.
Wow.
In the entire data set, so all men, I'm assuming, so they've never approached a woman in person before. 27% have not done so in a year. This was larger for men in the 18 to 25%. 45 had never approached a woman. So basically, I'm reading Jay's face right now, and I'm not surprised based on the just by being out here and looking. Like, no, we can tell guys have not approached women because when they get them around them, they don't know how to act. So it's really not that, we're not that surprised.
Wow.
So hold on. It's more. Let me give me a little bit more because I want to make sure. I want to just drill this into everyone's head. Majority of single males surveyed reported fear as the main reason that they do not approach women for dates in person. Fear, rejection, and fear of social consequences were the two most common responses. The data highlights a growing concerns in the United States and abroad about loneliness. 51% of men and 40.7% of women said they have felt a profound, enduring state of unhappiness, uneasiness, and discontent about their singlehood at some point in their lives in 2023, according to a poll. It's hard to put a price tag. It's hard to put a price tag on the amount of human suffering that people are experiencing right now. The epidemic of social connection is a current priority for the U.S. Surgeon General. However, more research is needed to understand the problem. No, it's not. We don't need no more research. We actually don't.
No, we don't. I mean, we have the anecdotal evidence. You know what I mean? We have anecdotal evidence.
40, bro. Do you see? Let me put this back on the screen because let me put this back on the screen. I had a large, but I want us to really look at this number.
Bro, 45%?
Almost 50% of young men between 18 and 25, they have never approached a woman in person. What the hell is going on?
Oh my gosh. I think, bro, I mean, look at FedEx's videos. I mean, it's most of the guys that come on the show are guys between the ages of 19 to 30, and a lot of them go on these shows and they've never engaged with a woman with intercourse in years. I'm talking about 8 years.
Yeah.
You're seeing guys who say that they've never talked to a woman ever. You're having a lot of virgins, more virgins than ever before. I mean, dude, I can just think back when I was in high school or in college. Dudes were the quote unquote virgin was more of a shame. Now guys are proud of it. You know what I mean? Let's keep it 1,000. That's dudes were trying to lose their virginity.
Oh yeah, that was embarrassing. Dudes a lie back in the day. They lie on their thing. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah,
I'm gonna tell you the most surprising part about this is not the 50% of young men between 18 and 25, because being around 18 to 25-year-olds on occasion, I'm not at all surprised. I'm actually think that number's low. But when I am surprised, it says in the entire data set, which means all of the men that they polled, which is in all age groups, they said 27% of all men never approached a woman in person. That is crazy work.
Oh man,
that's what I'm talking about. See, right here in the entire data set. That's where I am like,
that's 18, 25, that's 20,
that's
26,
everybody, 18 to 65. That's
45.
everybody.
Yeah.
That's everybody. There's no bracket. And so they did not break. I would love to see the breakdown of the entire, just maybe I'll do some research and bring it back. Well, it has it right here. The study of published on date psychology. I'm going to read this at some point. And next week, we're going to bring this back live because we need to drill into this. Like, what the hell is going on with dudes? And like I said, I'm not surprised. The number that surprises me, and I don't get surprised by very much, as you know, but 27% of all men, but I believe it because a lot of men that, they grew up and didn't approach, right? The older guys, right? They didn't approach, but then once online dating, that gave them their cup of courage. Because if I talk to women and they would tell me the dudes that hit them up in the dating apps would never dare to step to them in real life.
Wow.
And that is the guy, and these are very good, either good looking or very good looking women. And they would tell you straight out, like, these guys would never, ever dare to approach us. And they have the gall and, just the unmitigated gall to approach them in person, and knowing damn well nothing about them will attract her.
Yeah, a lot of guys are also, I've talked to a plethora of women, and they told me that a lot of guys are socially awkward. They're not maintaining eye contact during conversation. They're looking away. They don't know how to flow with conversations. They're just talking about what you're doing. And I do this, I make this, or, whether they got the bag or not, a lot of them can't conduct a conversation.
Yeah. And so the question becomes why? And that's why I said we're going to drill next week. We're going to drill into this a little bit more because, I understand social awkward. I mean, I'm not social awkward, but I'm an introvert. I don't like people like that. But if I see someone I'm interested in, I am going to approach and say, if I'm more afraid of what won't happen than what might happen if I don't get her number. I'm afraid that if I see her, and I don't say anything, there's a 99% chance that I will never see her again.
Absolutely.
Right. So, that is crazy work. I'm sorry. I just, that really bugs me. That is some crazy work right there. How all these grown men say, I'm scared to talk to women.
So check this out. That age group is on, and we're talking about that age group, and I'm gonna talk about my age group. These guys are in college campuses. So what are y'all doing in these college campuses?
A lot of those guys are not in college because, if you really look at these guys, if you look at the numbers, college attendance among men in that age group has significantly dropped since both of us were in college.
What? Really?
Well, I mean, if you think about it, it's for a couple reasons. One, it's almost like being a masculine male in elementary school now. It's like, no, I'm serious. Like, it's not being a masculine male now in any school environment is not really for you. See, older, years ago, it was kind of like good for men and women but now everything is so, anything goes. A lot of, guys don't feel comfortable in that environment anymore because everything is catered to, women in other lifestyles. So that is one of the reasons. And number two, the society has changed and a lot of degrees are useless and guys are better off getting a trade. And even if I had a son that was not an entrepreneur, God forbid, if you're not going to start a business, get a trade, because you're going to make more money instead of getting a degree in
liberal arts
degree or anything that's not like engineering or law or something like that. You'll make a lot more money. You'll have less debt. And I would just either start a business or get a trade that actually makes money. Electrician, mechanic, all those things that people look down on, but that's where you actually make money when you're younger. You're not going to make money in your 20s. You'll make money with a trade way faster than you will with a degree and out here looking for a job. And if you watch these young guys, especially in that fresh college, they're like, when they go to these jobs, they're miserable. They're sitting in these corporate offices with all these crazy rules. They're miserable. So that's why.
Well, I see it. I
see it all the time. So, all right, we're going to move on.
It's an interesting topic. Very interesting.
Yeah, and that's what I said. We're going to definitely start drilling into more of these types of topics going forward. But I want to shift gears a little bit. This may be controversial for some. I agree with a lot of this list. And so these are what this guy says the type of women to avoid. So he's speaking to men, since we're on the men topic anyway.
And you got a men's self-improvement coach over here.
Exactly.
I can't hear.
Well, damn.
Just about
will there be any women left?
Dude, that was
a hell of a list. Yeah. That's a hell of a list. I don't know if it's a majority, but I know it's a lot.
Yeah.
So if you go through that list of the things that he says, you're not gonna have a wide. People say that there is a lot in the market, but these things I don't disagree with at all. Really, any of them.
I agree with all of them. I mean, dating. Literally looking at that list, I've had those and it didn't work out, man. Miserably didn't work out. So
yeah, usually those people on with those attributes, attention seeking, daddy issues. If you have daddy issues, you don't trust men. If you don't trust men, then you're not going to really, there's a lot of
and I was telling my buddy yesterday, we were on the phone, we literally were talking about this topic, and women who have those daddy issues, you can see the behavior difference with women with daddy issues and women who have a masculine. See, there's a difference. Now let's get subset topic. You have the women who have fathers who are not masculine. Those are those independent boss babes, I don't need no man type. And then you have the women who were actually raised by a masculine man, where they're more subtle, reserved. They listen versus just listen to respond. They listen to understand. And they're more quote unquote pygmies. So
pygmicious.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah. If you are a pygmician, leave me a comment and a photo while you're at it. We love pygmies over here. So
yeah.
Send me a DM if you'll pick Misha. Send me a DM. We want to hear from you. We're doing this for research purposes.
Yes.
Yeah, just research purposes.
This is good, Derek. I like this. This is good. This is good. Yeah.
All right. So here's another triggering post. And
Okay.
ladies, don't worry, the pendulum will swing both ways, but we just starting out on this note. But I want you to hear what this brother got to say.
Can't hear him.
Mm. Not a damn thing. Can you hear it? You having technical difficulties over there?
Yeah, I can hear you perfect, but I can't hear the person, the guy who's talking.
All right. Could you hear the last clip?
I didn't hear the last clip either. I mentioned it.
That is weird. Let's make sure we're not having any technical difficulties over here, because I would hate.
Yeah, but I definitely heard you though. I could hear you perfect.
Test background noise. Let me know down in the comments if you can hear anything outside of this live. So I'm going to actually do something really quickly to see if I can hear my own self on live.
Right.
So I'm going to actually do something really quickly to see if I can hear my own self on live.
Right.
That is so weird. Yeah, I think there is a problem with the stream. Yeah, it's a problem with the audio in the stream. Let's stop sharing. All right, let's try it again. Can you hear it now? Can you hear it? All right. Try one more thing.
Whole life,
How about now?
have all their friends and come and their coworkers come and have their attention on them and have this.
Yeah, I wish you'd let me know about that last one, but that's all good. So let's watch this again. Apologies for everyone. I fixed the little technical issue. So let's watch this once more with audio so you can actually
do not want marriage, bro. I would say 98% of women do not really want marriage, bro. What they really want is a day where they can wear a very expensive dress, get some very expensive jewelry, look the prettiest that they ever looked in their whole life, have all their friends and family come and their coworkers come and have their attention on them and have this one day be about them. And they want a man that they feel like is going to make them the center of their world forever. That's what they really want. The problem is it comes in the package of marriage. And the problem with that is marriage is connected to capitalism. You ever notice how every time we involve the government in something, shit go wrong? Why the fuck do I got to sign papers and get the government involved for us to be committed forever? This is supposed to be love. Love is spiritual. Love is deeper than the physical form. I got to sign a paper. Now we getting the government involved. Now I got to pay taxes and shit. What do this got to do with us? Hey, man, I'm just a guy.
I 100% agree with everything he just said.
Yeah,
100%.
I mean, you know, everybody does their own thing, but for me, yeah, I'll get married, but I'm not signing a government contract. I'm good.
I was telling my homeboy, I would rather pay $36K for a whole wedding, dress, ceremony, all that. But that piece of paper, bro,
Nope. Not gonna be able to do it.
Nah.
No,
and,
sir.
and you know, me personally, like I said, I don't mind a committed relationship at all. But
No.
that paper, bro, come on, man.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
All right, let's take it to the streets. I got a nice little street interview here.
Ooh, okay.
Some of your favorites. Let's take it to the streets.
That's right. I like that guy.
Yeah, he asked very good questions.
Very good questions.
How old are you?
34.
At 34, have you ever been married before?
I have
And how long was your marriage?
8 years.
No, why throw it away after investing so much time?
Because at one point you realize that it's time to let it go. Because you have only one life and you have to respect somebody else's also decisions.
What made you realize that it had to end?
It's not always one thing. It's not like, oh, you know, you stubbed your foot a certain type of way, now I automatically don't like you. It's a certain things that accumulate over time.
How did you feel in the beginning of your marriage as opposed to the end of it?
I feel like I changed, he changed, we both grew so much, and we both respect each other so much at the end of the relationship and the beginning of a relationship.
So there wasn't animosity or cheating or
No.
arguments and toxicity?
Nothing.
It was a perfect marriage.
It was a perfect marriage to the end, and it was such a great, like, even the breakup was so great, honestly.
So in your position, would you ever get married again?
100%, absolutely.
How old are you?
34.
All right, so I got two things before you jump in, Jay. Number one, if she's 34, I'm 24. That's first and foremost, because her timelines don't even match. So if she's 34 and had an 8-year marriage and she's already divorced, that would mean she got married at like 21 or 20. So first, and number two, if you look at her, you know damn well she ain't no 34 unless she's on
But she was about 40, 48.
if that. So, you know, stop the cap first and foremost. Let's stop the cap. And we, you know, and I understand, just be like, I'm not going to tell you my age. Don't talk about no damn 34. And number two, like I said, one thing I have noticed in modern society is it don't matter how things can be great and it still ain't good enough.
It's that one day I just wake up and I lost the
Wind
spirit.
blows.
The wind blows, and I think I found myself, and I just want to. This triggered me. I ain't gonna lie to you, that triggered me. That triggered me. You told me turn this way. I was like, here we go.
Yeah, your hand was that was a whole trigger. But I mean, I'm not necessarily tripping on the fact that she got divorced, just the way that I'm not really believing she's like nobody cheated, nobody did. I'm like, you didn't even tell your age, you know, you lied about your age, so you probably not some other stuff you're not telling. So I really think 50%. I think that the truth is somewhere in the middle. You know, it probably was some cheating, and it probably hurt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I definitely believe it was cheating.
She said that breakup was amazing. I was like,
yeah, for her, because she probably got something out of it. So I bet it was amazing.
He's probably miserable.
I mean, he probably moved on at this point. He's like, you know, go ahead. Who knows? But you know, I ain't buying it. I'm just not buying it.
Cap.
Straight cap. All right. So now here is a conversation that, you know, among me and my male friend group, we always have. Are the 9s and 10s worth it?
Interesting.
Gorgeous and pretty is 20 times more headache. Now hold on, because you fine too. Don't do that. But you a different kind of fine. Like I said, you the girl next door fine. There's a difference in both of them. Look at you.
I feel like you're gonna say you fine in your personality.
No. We have this, y'all. We have this talk all the time.
Your personality is fine.
We always have this talk because it's so hard to describe this without essentially hurting Shan's feelings. Because, like, when I say like they drop dead gorgeous, it's almost like saying that Shan's not.
Yeah.
No, that's not the case.
I'm not a bad bitch.
Baby, you are everything in a bag of chips. All right, you are.
That's such an 80s compliment.
Oh my gosh. The thing
All
about,
that in a bag of chips, baby.
The thing about Shan is that I'm extremely a lot more attracted to your personality than your looks. I know you probably don't want to hear that.
Yeah, that sounds really mean.
But those are the ones that we marry, right? There's girls that, as a man, that look amazing, that are fine. Like, damn, you look good. But like,
that's it.
A mature man's gonna automatically categorize that as like a fun time. When the girl is gorgeous.
Yeah, I love these. There are a couple for you all that have not seen them before. I can't think of their Instagram name. Yeah, they do amazing reels together, and so they do skits like She Always Steals His Hoodies. That's how it and I've been following them probably for about 2 or 3 years, and I didn't know they had a podcast until now. I will put the link in the description after the live show, because they are really, really, you definitely should follow them. Really, really cute couple, and they seem to have their head.
I like that. I like that was a
they
really
have their heads they have their heads on on their shoulders correctly. So yeah, definitely follow them.
Let me use that for my
What do you think about what he said?
Yeah. I agree with them. And then what I love about it is I had the same exact conversation with a young lady a couple months ago, and I had to break it down. Oh, so you don't think I'm no, it's not that. Right. And he said it, as men mature more, you see past those 9 and 10s, those drop dead gorgeous type. You want to look for somebody who is cohesive with your life, who provides value to your life, who has an awesome personality and that has integrity and just has great traits about themselves, versus somebody who you could just throw it back and, she looks good on paper, as far as how she looks, and she's nice candy arm is what I used to call it, candy arm. So yeah. I agree with them.
Oh yeah. And like I said, it's the thing is, like, the looks will attract you, but your looks won't keep someone, not of value, because at the end of the day, in my opinion, women are supposed to look good, so that's not really that impressive. What's impressive is if their personality at least even gets halfway as good as their looks. That's what's impressive. That's what'll keep you around. It's a lot of men, especially men of value, would rather take a 6 or 7 over a 9, 8 and 9 with a bad attitude.
Easy,
because it's not worth it.
It's not worth it. Easy. Nope. And I've dealt with a 9 before. Well, couple times. Attitude's no thanks.
We used to call it back in the day. We used to call it the pretty girl blues.
Pretty girl blues. I remember you talking about it.
Yep. So it's just like in my younger days, I was like, why do I put myself through this nonsense? And so you get older, like, this is stupid. I don't even want to deal with it. Yeah. And so that's the great thing. If you ever, it's not about age, it's how fast you mature. So once you kind of figure that out, all right, next video. Oops, that's not the next video. We're going to figure out if Black men and Black women in Germany are treated any differently, because we have, we always have this thing among people that we talk about all the time. Everybody wants to be a traveler. Everybody want to live abroad. Everything is greater in other countries than the United States, and blah, blah. And you're in everything expensive. You find love better somewhere else and all this other stuff. So this woman lives in Germany, so she's had a firsthand view of how they treat you. Now, personally, I've never been interested in going to Germany, but after watching this video, who knows?
Men in Germany are treated way differently than Black women in Germany. Black men are appreciated in Germany. Black men are put in a cultural sense, in a societal sense, you are seen as interesting, whereas Black women are seen as lesser.
An experience,
a novelty in which you can approach voyeuristically, and it's dehumanizing. I was a member at Soho House, and I remember seeing a Black man sitting there, and there was all these white women around him glorifying him, gawking at the fact that he was existing. And I think Black men need to acknowledge that their lived experience in Germany is disproportional to that of a Black woman in Germany.
I'm gonna be honest, as a person that has traveled pretty frequently. I will tell you, anywhere that's outside of America, you're as a black guy, your value goes way up and you're appreciated way more. It's crazy almost. And so there is substance. Like if you go to, like, for example, you know, I lived in Thailand. You go to Thailand, you know, and there's tons of sisters over there. They don't get nearly the attention that even the most basic black guy gets. And so if you're, you know, for women that are looking for love and so forth, you know, some of these countries are not really, it's more of a fetish thing than, you know, somebody actually interested in being with you. I mean, of course, there's always exceptions, but I'm just speaking on what I've read, what people that have experienced this have been, and things that I've seen with my own eyes.
I agree. I mean, I remember playing in Costa Rica and Mexico. I'll never forget. I went to a breakfast spot, and there was a couple that just came and just was staring at me as I was eating. I'm like, "Hola," they're just like looking at me. I was just so like, this is how it is. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Costa Rica is you can speak English.
You can.
Yeah, that's actually, you know, that's the one place in Central America that English is the main language. So I love Costa Rica. So and the good thing about, you know, Central America and South American stuff, we are not as fetishized, not even close, because it's, you see, you know, African descendants comment
everywhere.
But when you're somewhere, right, but when you're somewhere like in Germany or certain parts of Europe, it's like, oh crap, and then American black makes you even higher status, which is crazy.
Funny. And even in Africa, American blacks are exotic in Africa. Like if an American black man were to go back to Africa, dude, we are like, they just you know what I'm saying?
Yep. Motherland is calling.
Woo, there.
All right, next topic. So there's a young lady that made an observation about, you know, complaining in dating, and she believes that she's speaking on who complains more about dating, men or women. So let's see what she has to say. I'm not gonna spoil it for you.
Okay.
And there are more women looking to settle down, looking for something serious. And I feel like the majority of men are not looking for those type of things, which is why there's an imbalance in the dating pool. We have all these women like, I want my husband, I want to get married, I want to be a mom, I want to, you know, lock it down. And then the men in the pool are like, nah, I'm not trying to do that. Like, I'm still trying to be outside. I want to date multiple people, or they're just looking to hook up. They want to have a situationship. So it's no balance. So you see a lot of women complaining that the men in the dating pool, they're not attracting the type of men that they're looking for, because men are not looking for anything serious. That's just my opinion. And with that, because guys aren't looking for anything serious, and in my opinion, there are more women.
And she's half right, because three-quarters right, actually. She only left out one part. For a lot of men, it's not that they're looking to hook up or don't want to be committed. They don't want, as we saw in the last couple videos ago, we don't want the government in our stuff. Two, is a lot of women are not worth the risk. And the other guys, the social awkward guys, the women don't want them. So you got that group that she did not mention, but she's absolutely correct about the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
Which, you know, she might even be talking about 60% of guys. I don't know, but it's a lot of guys. She is right, but she just missed those details. That's the only thing I would add.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I definitely agree. She made a valid point, especially with dating and all that, because guys just like, this ain't worth it. It's not worth dealing with the BS from what we're seeing from statistics, anecdotal evidence, maybe something that their father or uncle or older cousin may have experienced. So, guys are just like, we're not dealing with it, you know? I mean, just like the church, guys are not going to church as much. Guys are not going to singles events. Guys are not It's just guys are tired of this, man. It's just like, nah, we just either if we ain't hooking up, then what are we doing this for?
Right. And I think for a lot of guys, they look at hooking up as the only thing they can get a value out of the interaction with a lot of women. I hate to say it, but it's not a comfortable conversation. But there are many guys that feel like the only value in interacting with women is to get,
recreation.
Yeah. And that's it. Like, that's their only value. That's whether it's true or not. That's not what we're talking about. We're saying that's the point of view, whether you agree with it or not. That's the point of view of a lot of guys. That is the value add and the value proposition in the marketing term.
Absolutely. And
of dating.
And again, this is from my anecdotal experience. This what she's saying is definitely true. When I talk to multiple guys, I always ask guys, what are you looking for? Or guys that are in relationships right now, they will tell me, bro, man, I be seeing you in Miami, bro. I'm trying to be like you, bro. I don't know how to be this. Bro, I get this often.
Oh, I know you do. I get the same thing, living vicariously. Like, you ain't about that life. That's what I tell them. Like, you ain't about this life. Not for real.
I get it often. Bro, I gotta be like, bro,
No, you don't. No, you don't, because you're not willing to pay the cost, sir. No, you know. All right, so let's we're gonna shift gears again. Oops.
These are really good topics today. I like this.
I try to, like I said, get better every video. All right. So
attractive. Okay.
Nice guys finished last. Let's see these ladies' point of view. And guys will listen to when you look like this, you'll listen. I'm listening. Whether it's a bunch of nonsense or not, but I don't think this is nonsense. She's actually on point. Let's see what she says.
Guys finish last. I'm speaking from personal experience when I tell you we are not picking men because they're too nice.
What is it?
That man is ugly.
Why was I not expecting that answer?
Romantic gestures and foot rubs and vans and all of that stuff. Yes, I want all of that. But if you look like a gremlin, then no, it's abuse. It's assault. Stranger danger. Get away from me. You're going to jail.
No, that is true. Them armadillos be so nice.
Let me tell you, them armadillos ain't nothing to play with. I'm from the country, baby. And they'll get on your ass. Don't you do it?
I am not talking about no real armadillo.
No, ma'am. Ever see a man that look like an aardvark? If you ever see a Weasley person, if you ever, you need to run the other way.
You know the women who get on TikTok, they be like, I live a soft life, right? Mansions, the man takes care of everything.
And it be an 80-year-old man from Switzerland.
He look a mess, but they seem happy. Why do you think nice guys finish last?
Man, she straight cooked these cats. I mean, she's not wrong, but she's straight cooking. She cooking. Shout out to Urban One Podcast.
She's accurate. Because when you're a guy who is physically appealing, you get away with a lot.
Yeah, and if you nice, see, the thing is, if you not attractive, I don't want to use the U word, but if you're unattractive, like just like SA, SA for one guy that's not attractive as opposed to a guy that is attractive but not the same. That those advances are not wanted by a guy that's less attractive. But if a guy that's super attractive do the same exact thing, she ain't nothing me to say. It's gonna be he. But the other guy's like, oh, creep, call the police. So that's what I'm saying, and that's pretty much what she's getting at. It's like, if he looks like armadillo, damn.
Yeah, that was cold right there.
That was savage. That was diabolical. Straight diabolical. But she cooking and she's not wrong. So shout out to that young lady.
And shout out to how they look too.
Yeah. We didn't even go there. I wasn't even going there. If y'all see this, you know how to find us. We ain't that hard to find. Just shoot us. We want to do this for research purposes.
Oh, I definitely want to do some research now.
Oh man. All right. So here's a question. Should there be a timeline on marriage? And so that's what the woman is really wanting to know from a man. So let's hear what Let's hear them out.
Why do we have to put a time limit on marriage, though? Like, why do I have to do that?
A timeline of marriage?
Yes.
Let me ask you this. If I engage with you after about a year, right? We get to an engagement, and you walk around the engagement ring for the next 4 years.
Oh, that's not happening.
Okay, that's a timeline.
Okay.
Now you see my point?
Okay.
So you do have one. You just don't know what it is.
Oh, why do we?
So basically what he's saying is she's asking, why does it have to be a timeline? Why do I got to wait this, that, and the other? But then he posed the question right back on her. It's like, well, you got a timeline. If I give you a ring and then we wait 4 years, she's like, no, that's not going to happen. So she's basically answering her own question. Yeah, because there is a qualification period. There's a timeline for both. You just don't want to call it a timeline, but it is a timeline.
Well, yeah, because the engagement essentially is more like, okay, let's see, it's like that next step, and the vetting process, right?
Absolutely.
And it's important that we see, okay, because essentially nothing's ever going to be perfect. We're not going to just figure it all out, but based off experience, we can tell based off behavior. How do you handle adversity? Number one. How do you handle you being around my homies, right? How do you handle when we're around the family or this, or what kind of environment? You have to see them in all these different kind of environments before you want to tie the knot with this particular individual, because representation is very important, especially as guys, because we value respect so much. So exactly. Representation, we don't want to be known. And that's one of, we talk about this often. I don't want to be the guy, although we can't control it, where I go to a certain spot with a lady, and then we have guys looking like, if only he knew.
Yeah, because I've been that guy. Like, if he only knew what she was doing 5 years ago.
That's what the vetting process. You have to do your research,
especially if she is not homegrown, because she has left her past life.
Bro. Those ones that move from a different city.
Oh boy. So yeah, when you live, because I lived in Atlanta 12 years. When you live in Atlanta, nobody's from Atlanta. So it's almost like doing social, like when you live in Atlanta and when you move to Atlanta, it's like everybody has done social bankruptcy. It's like they, whatever they had going on, especially when moving to Atlanta was hot in the 2000s.
I heard
it was like super hot. Now people still move there, but it's like back then it was like everybody was moving to Atlanta. It was crazy. And it's different. When you move there, it's like social bankruptcy. Nobody knows anything about you. And so you basically start over, just like you starting your credit over from bankruptcy. So that's
funny.
That's why I call it social bankruptcy, because you start from scratch. All right, so time to shift gears once again, and this might trigger a lot of brothers out here. We're gonna see this. There's a gentleman, and he lost his job, and let's see this young lady's reaction.
So he came home and he was like, babe, I lost my job. I'm like, all right, cool. So a month later, like the bills, it was time for the bills or whatever, and I'm like, the bills due, babe, or whatever. And he was like, okay, I'm not working. And I'm just in a month, like it's all kind of hustles. You could have been doing something or whatever. So I told him, I said, look, if I pay these bills, are you going to pay me the money back? This man had the nerve to tell me, why should I pay my wife back for paying our bills? I told this man from day one, my money is my money and his money is our money. Why should I spend my money paying the bills? Like, no, he should have paid me back. So that's when I decided, like, I can't be with this man no more. So I had text his homeboy, like we all cool. I text his homeboy or whatever. We went together. I met up with him. And we was chilling, we was drinking or whatever. And I started venting. I started getting emotional. One thing led to the next. I did not purposely mean to do what I did with his friend. But things happen. Like, y'all understand what I'm going through. So, his friend ended up giving me some money or whatever. And he was like, babe, look, don't worry about it. Handle whatever you got to handle. Like his friend was every single thing I desire in a man, like everything I desire in a man. And you know, ain't nobody trying to hear my side, ain't nobody trying to hear me. So he came home and he was like, you know, babe, I lost my job. I'm like,
so I'll be transparent. So she had me sort of in the beginning,
Yeah,
right?
She had me at first.
So I'm thinking like, okay, as a man, if you lose your job, okay, find a way, another hustle to recover. She had a point. But the moment she started getting to that point where she said, my money's our money, your money's our money, and then my money's my money, I was like, yeah, she's
I'm gone.
toxic.
Yeah, that's why I played the split, because it's like she's two different people. Right. So on one side is reasonable, but on the second side, it's like, what? You know, and but I don't hold her accountable. You know who I hold accountable?
Then
because she said the key word was I let him know in the beginning. And he said, okay. So not saying okay, that's what I'm saying. So not saying okay, he might not have said okay, but accepting it and not, you know, that is saying it's okay. So I don't blame her, not at all. I'm not even mad at the video. Now she would, you know, that's nasty work that she sat there and called his friend, and then but his friend he's the one with the nasty work because
he his man.
He's the one wrong.
That's crazy, bro.
Like if that's your boy, and my girl call you, first of all, what she called me for? But if she does, right? If we just kind of have that, you know, we all cool like that, and she hits you up, why are you even going over there on a one-on-one? It's like, all right, you like if we hanging out together. I'm not just me and you. I'm not coming over your house, not coming over mine. Or like, hey, is Johnny home? You know what I mean? So yeah, so that just reeks of irresponsibility and dusty vibes.
Well, number one, horrible friendship, horrible wife, horrible situational awareness. You have bad people instincts. Like you're just a lost dude. This dude sounds lost.
Well, the thing is, you know, here's the problem with being the beta male provider. So he obviously was providing long enough for her to marry him. So he's been doing it for a while. But the minute, you know, it hits the fan, then she like, nah. She gave him a 30-day notice. And notice she didn't say she left him. She slept with her revenge for not getting the bills 100% paid was so she can basically use her money for, and we don't know, she might work at a restaurant. I don't know what she does, right? It might not even be enough to cover the bill. We don't know. But whatever it is, you know, because I know there's a lot of guys that's like, okay, I work, I pay everything, you know, have your part-time job at Starbucks, whatever it is, you know, for your play money. That's fine. But that's nasty work. I'm sorry, that's just nasty work.
Terrible. This is terrible.
All right, so here is a young lady that had a date at Longhorn Steakhouse, and let's see what happened. And people be, you know, crapping on Longhorn, but real talk, Longhorn, and I know I'm gonna get some comments on this, but Longhorn and Ruth Chris are not that far apart, other than the price. Like the quality of the steaks are not. Ruth Chris is not that great, and Longhorn is not that bad. They meet somewhere in the middle. Just, you know, just for reference, because I've had both, and I would rather get a $30 Longhorn steak than a $89 for the same steak at Ruth Chris. That's just me. Anyway.
Yeah, so why does man take me out on a date, right? And then here I am thinking, okay, I'm gonna just order the most expensive shit on the menu, which is what I did. I got the porterhouse, macaroni, Brussels sprouts. Why the motherfucker up and leave me? Why did he leave me? So now I gotta figure this out because I'm not paying no high-ass bill.
All heroes don't wear capes. That's what I tell you. Every hero does not wear a cape. This dude knew that there was no attraction. He didn't even finish his margarita. Look right. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. This dude didn't even finish the margarita. He said, you know what? She was probably talking crazy. He ordered his food, and he was most likely like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom," and he bounced because he knew that she figured out like she just said, he figured out and had actual awareness. He read the room. He was like, oh, she just, this is a Meals on Wheels date. So obviously that was a first date. And so he figured it out. And so I love it because that's what you get. And so now she's like, I got to figure out how to pay this bill. So she went out broke. Because if you got to figure out how to pay this high bill, because she's not only mad that she's paying for her food, she's paying for his. Because he, as you see, ain't no steak left on that plate that of his. He just didn't drink the drink, but he ordered it just probably to be petty.
Smart brother. Smart brother.
Yeah, so it's like if you know that you are on a foodie date, first of all, if you're on a first date, you really shouldn't be doing no foodie dates like that, especially if you don't think that she's actually interested in you, unless you want to go. That's first and foremost. And two, if you sense that you have a right to end the date, like, because he had a sense that he was probably like, oh, she's not talking about nothing, or she on her phone, or who knows. But shout out to my boy for having that situational awareness. All right, so me and you, we have an affinity for the gym, right? We like going. It's fun times. And one of the best things about going to a really good gym is, the talent at the gym. There's a lot of talented people at the gym, but there is this lady did a Q&A about gym attire. And Lord knows I go to a gym that there is gym attire that's not a whole lot of gym attire, if you know what I'm saying. So let's see let's hear this interview about what these ladies are wearing to the gym.
I love her.
Wearing what you are wearing to the gym right now?
Absolutely.
Are you worried about people staring at you?
Not really. I think I look good, and I feel like if I'm wearing something revealing and look good, people are gonna look anyway. So have at it. I don't care.
If you got it, flaunt it.
Yes. Why would I be wearing it if I wasn't comfortable?
Are you worried that people might be staring at you?
No. If I was worried about people staring at me, I wouldn't wear this outfit and stare at me.
Be proud. Are you comfortable wearing what you are wearing to the gym?
Not really. No.
What makes you uncomfortable?
I think it's a lack of confidence in my body sometimes, but sometimes people can just be creeps at the gym.
Well, I think you're absolutely beautiful. Do you feel comfortable wearing what you are wearing to the gym?
I do, yes.
Are you worried about people staring at you?
No, not at all. I definitely don't care what they think. At the end of the day, I did choose to wear this, so feel free to stare or don't.
Yes, I do. I love putting on an outfit and looking really cute, and it just makes me feel more confident.
Are you worried that people might be staring at you?
No, I don't pay attention to what other people are wearing in the gym. I'm just thinking about, I feel good, so I'm going to train good. I don't care what other people think.
Do you feel comfortable wearing what you're wearing to the gym?
Yeah, what do you mean?
I can see your nipple. Are you comfortable wearing what you're?
She said, I can see your nipple. That's hilarious. So what do you like? For me, I don't mind. Gym attire is gym attire. My thing is just bathe and put on a scent. Just don't be funky. If you're gonna be half dressed, please don't be funky. I've had an experience at the gym. There's a young lady that was wearing some little wear to the gym, and when she is over stretching, you smell things that you should not be smelling at 8 o'clock in the morning, 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. It's too early to be funky. That's my whole thing. Like, if you're gonna be funky at 7 p.m., not 7 a.m. That's just my opinion.
I mean, that's disgusting for a young lady to be.
Yeah, I expect that from guys, but not from women. I know that might be sexist, but I don't expect women to smell bad. I expect it from guys.
Absolutely. And
honestly, I mean, neither one should, but
one should. That's what I was just.
But I would be more like not surprised if if a guy is musty, I'm like, just being a guy. But the women, I'm like, how? And then you got a nerve to wear these shorts up your butt. That's the thing be killing me. I'm like, you need to wear a full sauna suit. So, but yeah, these ladies are very confident in what they're wearing to the gym. But the thing is, here's the thing: they know what they're doing. They know they're getting eyes. They know they're getting attention. So, do you think that, I don't know, because I don't, obviously, you know, we ain't wearing booty shorts and half tops, so we don't know if it's comfortable or not. I couldn't tell you if it's comfortable. I don't know how you can exercise in it, but it ain't for me to know, because but they seem comfortable in working out in it. And I see it all the time, like women that actually work out and like for real, not just being cute. They work out in this stuff. So I ain't got no issue with it.
No, I don't got an issue at all. I mean, I respect, you know, when I observe people at the gym in general, I respect the people who actually go there, are they're consistent, they get in and get out, and are actually working out for real, right? So attire, to me personally, doesn't really mean anything to me. As long as I see that you're working hard and you're, you know, consistent and doing your thing, I respect that. Now, there are women who go to the gym that just go there just
take pictures. Thank God I don't. I will say the gym I go to now, they don't. It's very rare you'll see a woman that's not working out. That's what I like, as opposed to some other gyms I've been. They literally go there to take photos and just sit around and hope somebody talk to them, or have somebody talk to them and then ignore them on purpose, which,
dude,
is insane. But unfortunately, it happens. All right, so here is this one might be a little triggering for you and other guys. This video is a trip, but the question is, do all women do this? I don't like the word all. I would say some or many.
I see something good up front with. She has nice glasses, and
it might be a skit, but it's based in reality. I don't know if it's a skit or not, but it's based in reality, and the voices are definitely real. So check this out.
Bro, I swear.
You need to find a new job. You always telling me they tripping.
Right, yes, and the nigga just got off work.
Hold on, babe. Hold on. My mom keep blowing me up. Let me call you right back. All right. Hello?
Hello? What's up, fine shit?
Oh my gosh, I'm on the phone with my man. You cannot keep blowing me up like this.
Bro, man, what the fuck? All right, hurry that shit up and call me back.
I am. I'm gonna call you right back, okay?
All right, mom.
All right, bye. Yeah, babe, I don't know why she kept calling me. My bad, but keep going.
But yeah, man. Did you get that tire checked out I told you about?
My tire damn near flat.
They got me tripping, bro. I swear.
You need to find a new job.
So, yeah, this is unfortunately, this is a lot of guys' experience. They think that their girl's doing one thing and they are living a whole separate life and just kind of doing it like with no regard. And you saw how she was completely seamless. Like, oh, my mom like lied just like that. Just rolls off the tongue. No stuttering, no hesitation.
Mm-hmm. Very smooth with it too.
Yeah. That's what I'm.
But look at the guy. The fact that the guy's complaining about his job to his chick is an automatic turnoff. I would never complain about my job to a chick. I don't care how, whatever.
Because here's the thing: the dude that is on the other end that knows, like, because she's like, "Oh, I'm on the phone with my man. Let me call you right back." That he already knows he's a side dude, and I bet you, if he even has a job, that if
we know what kind of guy he is.
I'm gonna say he probably doesn't have a job. He's probably a scammer or something like that. But if he has a job, I guarantee you he is not complaining. I can guarantee you. I will put my savings account on the line for that.
Bro, one thing about real quote unquote dudes is we never complain to our chicks about problems in relation to finances or jobs or
anything.
You know, anything.
If we don't feel good, we ain't complaining. We just gonna have to suck it up.
You just suck it up. I don't complain. Oh, you need to start bitching a little bit more to me because it just seems like you're heartless.
Shante said that's why she always goes with her own money on a date. That's probably she's reacting to the last place at Longhorn. So
yeah,
shout out. Thanks for watching. That is hilarious.
Shout out to Shante.
Yeah, that's right. Bring your own money. All right, so here's another trigger for you. This is definitely going to trigger you. So they're on the college campus, and there was a question posed as either, what do you prefer?
You guys prefer free college or free abortions?
Abortion.
Free abortions?
Yeah.
Would you guys prefer free college or free abortions?
Abortion.
Free abortions?
Yeah.
I just wanted to show that twice. So they would rather have free abortions in this country than free college.
That's
you see our priorities. You see our priorities right now.
That's just called extreme liberalism. That is super duper.
I ain't even say it's stupidity. But look at these women. They are not even capable of having kids. Like menopause has been passed them by. And then they're talking about some, and you have you probably have daughters. You might have daughters, and or you have sons, and you rather have free abortion than pay for student loans, or either pay for college or have student loans.
Backwards.
Well, $40,000 debt or $1,000. I mean, that makes no sense, but that just goes to highlight the society we live in.
Mm-hmm.
And I just wanted to throw that out there because I figured it would trigger you.
Oh, it definitely triggered me.
But staying on the topic of this channel that if you have ever watched any of my videos, you know that I love a good arrest. And we're about to cover one right now in New York. Let's see what happens.
What? Go what? Kamari, back up, Kamari. Back up. Yo, what is going on? This is crazy. Oh my God. Why are you on her? This is crazy.
Oh my God. You don't know what you did, right? But that's exactly.
Now, as a person that reacts to a lot of police videos, there's always common themes, almost all of them. The person's going to say, I didn't do nothing, even though they did something and they've been caught red-handed, but they never did nothing. They're going to say that they're being racist. That's the other playbook. Many times they're going to say, I can't breathe. This person didn't do it, but you're going to usually get that. And I'm a woman. So being a woman excludes you from being a criminal. And you resisting an arrest because there was a woman there. And what did the woman say? Y'all don't know what you did. And then you're going to have the crowd of bystanders that are talking about, you shouldn't handle her. You don't know the whole story. You come in and you're filming and talking. You don't know what this person did. And that is so annoying.
It's annoying.
I see so many of these videos and it's unfortunate, but it's always the darn bystanders that, got stuff to say and never see the whole thing. And that's so annoying.
I agree. I mean, they're just speaking from a bias standpoint. Oh, because she's
a woman. We should just let her go. No. The laws are not, they don't have a gender.
Nope. No, they do not.
Here's another triggering video. Let's see what happened here.
Levittown woman accused of attacking a man who tried to break up with her. Police found blood in several rooms. Mariana Jens allegedly assaulted the victim with a knife and cut him while he was trying to block her attack.
You see, I keep telling y'all men to leave these women alone. They always walking around talking about they fiery, they're spicy, I'm passionate. Oh, and my favorite, I love hard. See, all that stuff sounds great, especially when you're in the bedroom poking her. But now it's time to break up with her and she pulls out that Ginsu knife and now she's trying to poke you. Y'all gonna learn one day. I'm not just talking for sport.
I'm gonna say this.
I know this one's triggering you. I already know.
I can relate. That I thought about those things without the weapons. That happened without the weapons.
Yeah, I mean that's happened to a lot of guys. That does happen. Unfortunately, it's like, all right, well, because number one, they do it because they know there's not, most of the time, it's not any real consequences. That's first and foremost. This one is, she going to jail now. Whether or not she stays in is a whole nother conversation, depending on the city or state, wherever this place is. You know, she might just walk out.
Dude, they're like when they operate in that manner, they're like different people, bro. It's like, what in the world?
It's called bipolar.
Yes. Just, I hate you.
And then when you don't call them, they're like, oh, I love you. I've had a person in my presence literally shift their entire countenance within 2 sentences. They come in lovey-dovey, this, that, and the other, and then all of a sudden just spaz out. Literally, right there. To come in here, he, all soft and feminine, and then just switch. I'm like, who are you? And yeah, I've had to put someone out because they spazzed out on the spot. Like, I don't even know who you are. Get out.
Wow.
So yeah, that happens. Unfortunately, it happens too much. All right, so now we're gonna listen to some wise women, because women, many of them are wise, and I love a good perspective from a smart woman.
Love it.
And she's not bad to look at either.
Sex I ever made was thinking, I found this man and don't nobody else want him but me, baby. If you ever find yourself thinking that, I promise you're wrong. You think because he's not super, super fine and he's not like super rich, and you could tell like he kind of got bullied in high school a little bit, like he not one of them. He's not him for real. He's not him. But you like him and you see something special in him and you want him and you be thinking, oh, I'm safe. Don't nobody else want him. You're wrong. You're dead wrong. You are not the only one that saw that man's potential, baby. It's other people out here that saw it too, and they want him just as much as you do. Don't get too comfortable thinking you done stumbled across some sort of hidden gem, some sort of hidden diamond in the rough, and nobody else found it yet, and you the first one. Nope. Because you start listening to him talk, and you start opening up and sharing dating stories, and you like, hold on, it was other people here before me. Like, somebody else wanted this for real. One of the worst mistakes I ever made was thinking, I found this man and don't nobody else want him but me, baby. If you ever find yourself thinking that, I promise you're wrong.
I'm trying to tell you, just like with women, there's always a simp to pick up the pieces. If a guy has any type of confidence in himself, there's always a woman that is ready to slide right on in there. So never get too comfortable.
At all.
So Shantae asks, where do I get these videos from? They're on social media. Literally, most of the things that you see here are from Instagram. And I have some from Twitter and YouTube shorts as well. I got tons of them. The show is only like an hour and a half. So we would be here. I could do a 6-hour live stream if I wanted to. We got plenty. So don't worry. I'll put some of the links in the description because I'm not making it, like when I talk to people, I don't make this stuff up. I just comment on what we know. All right, let's go to, I love this this particular one. Let's see what this young lady has to say about modern dating.
These days act like modern day prostitutes. Stop putting your Cash App online. Stop expecting a man you just met to fund your entire lifestyle. Why do you feel like a man that just met you, who doesn't know you, who doesn't have any responsibility to you, is supposed to pay your rent, buy you a bag, and do X, Y, and Z for you? That is not reality. Get to know someone for them. Stop using people, or I should say misusing people for money. It is so low budget to me. And I know that women think, oh, it is so fly to only want a man with money. How about you stop using men for money, stop being prostitutes, and learn how to actually meet someone that's valuable? And then you're complaining when the relationship don't work or he is cheating on you. Like, are you deluded? Women
That was a whole mouthful.
She was right. All
Of
the
course
way.
she right. But
Most women going on dates with guys they don't like.
But I guarantee you, if we go through these comments, they'll think she's a pick Misha.
Mm-hmm.
Because the guys are like, yep. Like you look through these comments, and that's one of the things that I love to do. I'll look through these comments. Like the guys are like, bingo, facts, very true, no lies, very true. She humbled up super quick. Actual facts. They're called undercover 304s. She started listening to J. Cole. Social media messed up modern dating. Now here's a woman that is on point. Exactly. This is
totally wrong, but
you know, we get your point. We understand the spirit of what you're saying. So we're not the spelling police over here. Tell them roaches, baby. You're so right. You're so right. I can't find a good woman. You know, I got money. Then they try to use you up, Lord. And then the woman says, I get it. A women.
Oh, this is justified. I hate comments like that.
Here we go. I get it. A women should not expect this at all, but these men need to stop presenting themselves as tricks for treats. It's always one in the comment section.
Oh my gosh.
It's always one. It's always one. Boy, they people never ever disappoint me. I swear, no one. I'm never disappointed by this stuff.
I'm never disappointed. Nothing ever surprised me at this point.
Nope. All right. So last segment, we gonna start trolling people at this point because you know I enjoy a good troll. So back to another arrest. We're gonna go out to Las Vegas, one of my spots. And I want to know, y'all, what do you think she did?
You got bitch at you. She got bitch at you.
Oh my god.
Well, she's gonna go, but like, that's like, you're making it harder.
Oh shit.
She's a friend. She's a friend.
How do you go out to Las Vegas and get arrested at a football game? That's what I want to know. Because you probably ain't from there. How did you go all the way to Vegas to get arrested at a football game of all places?
Disorderly conduct.
Like, do people have any home training anymore? I'm just
No.
wondering. I'm you know, that's a question for the comments. Let me know. People, did y'all parents forget to raise y'all?
If that.
So we're gonna take a trip to the liquor store, but there's one young lady that is not pleased, maybe with the price of with some Hennessy. I'm not sure.
Una mujer. I gotta get a video too.
I don't know what happened.
How much you want to bet that this is somewhere like California, New York, Chicago, or somewhere like that? I can tell you where it's not. It ain't in Texas, Florida, or Georgia. I can tell you where it's not. I bet you money. It might even be in DC. I ain't gonna even say why I know this, but if you read between the lines, you know exactly why we know why that is the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you come down here to Florida with that nonsense.
They're gonna take your behind out of there.
She wouldn't even made half of those bottles, bro. She wouldn't even broke half of those because she'd already been arrested.
Mm-hmm.
So now got a couple more videos. Here's a guy, he's crashing out because he went to a concert and this happened.
What am I gonna tell my mom?
What happened?
They burned my fucking car, man. What the fuck? Ain't no way. How the fuck we getting home, bro? How am I getting home, bro?
Again, we know where stuff like this happens. This is definitely New York. So again, we already know where things like this happen. What do you think?
Well, we know it won't happen in Florida. It won't happen in Texas. It won't happen.
I won't say it won't. It's unlikely.
Unlikely.
I'll leave it as unlikely.
Mm-hmm.
Because anything can happen anywhere, but I always like the likelihood of always deal in likelihoods, because anything can happen. But and I forgot one other one, so it's 2 more videos. All right, this is a road rage incident that had me rolling. I can't play the audio. I can't play the audio because there is Louis Armstrong playing in the back. I wish they wouldn't have, but just watch and let me know. We'll talk through this. So this is a road rage incident. She's mad at whatever at this little Nissan 300Z, getting out her Altima, of course. So she pulled down her pants. Like, what is that? Like, why?
What is that? What are you getting out of that?
Yeah,
what are you getting out of Mooney?
I'm trying to zoom in on the plates. I couldn't see. Like, yeah, I don't know. I can't really tell that plate too much, but she's just crashing out. Can we see her plates? I still can't see that plate. I'm just curious what stuff like this is. Yeah, I don't recognize. Looks like a specialty plate, so I don't recognize where that is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a specialty plate, but it's people crazy. All right, here's the last one. This is free game for ladies, and let me know in the comments if you think this is correct. But this is pretty darn smart.
Oh, it's hard to meet men. People are like, "Oh, I don't know where to meet anybody," and I'd be like, "Oh, you got to go outside. The one place you're not going to meet them is in your house."
I know, but it's like going outside is trash.
Sometimes you can find them from inside of your home.
Oh,
are you ready for this tip? Dating tip number 1.
If you're a single girl and you're looking for your next man, you gotta follow a barber page. It's literally a category of all the men in the city. You just gotta hope that they tag.
Yeah.
So if you're a girl and you're
That's
looking for a man and you don't want to go on Tinder, go on the local barbershop page and see who he's posting. And now you're seeing literally everyone at their best with the freshest cut.
Exactly.
And you get that info.
And
With
ladies,
the
if you really
freshest
want
cut.
to, dude, even though they're not tagged, you just hit up the barber. Hey,
Who's this? Let me pay for his next cut.
Oh,
What? Do we know a good LA barber?
Girl, we could call John.
John's old.
But he's going to know the young guys on the come up.
No.
Oh, okay. Either way.
I'm old too. That was tough, John. I'm sorry. Sorry, John. I like this.
If they tag him, easy access.
Yeah.
If they don't, let me pay for his next cut is killer.
That is good 2024 dating advice.
I know it's hard to meet.
Shout out. That is some game right there. So ladies, you're welcome. You are very welcome. You're welcome. That's all I can say. That was that's why I saved that one to the end, because I wanted to see, for those of you that waited to the end of this live stream, you will be rewarded. Now, if I know you don't want to pay for nobody's haircut, I already know I'm gonna hear that nonsense later on, but scared money don't make no money, right? So, what's $50 to potentially, be taken care of the rest of your life? What's a $50 investment? Remember, y'all got it. You independent. You got your jobs. $50 ain't doing nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You'll blow that up at happy hour.
Women blow that
You can have a lot of happy hours. You can have a whole lot of happy hours instead of just one happy hour. So,
man, what? Man, that's the key to my heart.
I saw the look of surprise on your face with that little bit of game.
Yeah, because when my barber would tag me, a lot of his female followers would look through my stories, and I'm just looking like,
what the hell is this?
Yeah. I'm like, interesting. That's like a hidden gem.
Yeah, I mean, my barber, unfortunately, both of my barbers, all 3 of my barbers don't really have social media presence. So I mean, they have it, but it's like more casual. The one here in Miami, he don't really post like that. The one in Atlanta don't have it at all. and the one in Chicago doesn't really do. He is more personal.
Oh,
So
my
they,
guy's
you know,
very visible.
yeah, I know your barber definitely is very visible. That's what I'm saying. So you got to hit the barbers that have visible.
Bro, I had 4 females follow me from him.
On his page, yeah, yeah. My barber don't take pictures. He rarely take pictures. So,
that
but
is
yeah, fellas, if you trying to get picked, you know, you trying to get chose, you might want to go to the barber with a social media presence.
I'm gonna tell him about this too.
Yeah, please tell him to watch. I'll send him the link. Cool cat, man. Cool cat. All right. So yeah, that's all the videos we are wrapping up tonight. So everybody that joined, I appreciate you following and watching. And of course, I gotta go through my spiel. If you have not subscribed at this point, you are missing out because I post videos, at least 2 videos a week, usually 3 or 4. And you don't want to miss those. And so we've expanded what we do over here. Not only do we do arrest videos, we also do social commentary, Wednesday night lives every Wednesday. So we talk about a variety of subjects, and I'm actually working on more. And the most important thing is the Patreon, because you're going to want to subscribe, because what we're going to start doing is reviewing dating profiles, not only for for women, but also men, because we're going to have women guests show us their collection of the craziest dating profiles, good and bad, but they're probably going to be mostly bad, just to keep it real, because, you know, that's going to keep you entertained. But I can't do that on YouTube because it's a public platform. And plus some of the things that we probably are going to say will get me struck, and I don't want to do that. So you're going to want to subscribe to the Patreon to watch those. And so that will happen sometime in February. So you want to get in while the price is at the bottom, because the more people join, the higher the price go, and you will be locked in for what it is right now. So Jay the Professor, any last words, any commentary?
Well, this is just the reality of society, and as men, we have to learn to pivot and adjust.
Absolutely wise words from a young man. All right, everyone. Thanks again for watching. We're about to end this stream, and I will see you in the next video.